Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd likes to film stuff, and look what finally arrived on my doorstep from pre-order. This is the iPhone 7 Plus. This is the gold model. I know everybody is opening up their blacks, just the regular old black. So I figured that I would get something a little bit different. Meanwhile, my jet black iPhone 7 Plus should be in the mail soon. I just got notice from Apple's website that it's preparing for shipment. So I will open that one as well, and I will do the review on that unit. So let's go ahead and take this off. Very subdued, simple packaging. We have a direct comparison here because these are both the same color. I just adjusted the exposure a little bit. So you can see that we've got the documentation that's on the top. I find that a bit surprising. They don't have the iPhone in all its glory peeking up first. And we've got this little tab. There's the phone here. You've got your brick, you've got your earbuds. Right here you've got your data sync cable, charging cable, lightning adapter, and also the lightning earbuds as well. Let's just go ahead and remove this. Ooh, I can hear that static cling feeling. And they always stick to me, always, always. Shoo! Ooh, so there you have the phone. That looks really quite nice. I thought that I wouldn't really like the appearance of this dual camera here, but it's not too bad actually. And I am really liking that the antenna bands are now up here at the top instead of being really disruptive. So here you have side-by-side look at the old gold, which is kind of smudgy, iPhone 6s Plus, and the iPhone 7. To my eyes, they seem to be about the same color. Yeah, I would say that these are the same color, looking very, very similar here. Maybe the font down here where it says iPhone is a little bit thicker. Looking around the phone, things look quite similar. You can see that our volume buttons and also this rocker here are in the same place. Except for now, this is flat. You don't see any indentation like you do on the 6s Plus. Looking at the top, you don't see anything. Looking at the right-hand side, everything seems to be in the same place, antenna bands included. SIM card tray, got our power button. Now at the bottom is where things are looking a little different here. Of course, everyone is seeing that the headphone jack is infamously gone. So you've got a speaker and probably just a microphone down here at the bottom. This is just meant to look uniform, to look nice. And then, of course, the lightning port. On the back, we've got those dual 12 megapixel cameras. One is the telephoto lens, and the other one is just the regular lens. And you've got your dual tone quad LED flash and a microphone. I'm actually quite a big fan of solid state buttons. They worry me less, they provide less anxiety for me. I've really been liking the trackpad so far on my little MacBook. After having things like the Nexus 6P or the OnePlus 3, or any other of those Android phones that have those solid-state buttons, I find the clicky buttons to be so last year. Also looking at you, Samsung. At nighttime, I'd be sitting in bed with my iPhone clicking, clicking, clicking away. And now you have some control over that haptic sound. Let's go ahead and turn this on. So just that haptic engine now, I think I'm really going to enjoy that. I've been hearing that it feels quite weird. Turning on the display. I'm hearing that the display is actually quite a bit warmer than what we have on the iPhone 6s Plus. So we'll see just how much warmer this looks. And we'll be measuring the display. I'll be talking all about the wide gamut display and the calibration and what that means and what ends up looking wide gamut and what ends up looking just regular sRGB. I will explain all that in my full review, so you guys please stay tuned for that. People have been mistakenly saying that having a wide gamut display means that the colors are more accurate because there's simply more colors to see. But what is understated and what needs to be said is that in order for a wide gamut display to look accurate, you need to have content that's meant for it. If you have content that's meant for a display like this that has sRGB as that color gamut and you put it on this display, all it does is stretch it out and oversaturate the colors so nothing looks right. It's got to be meant for a wide gamut display, encoded for a wide gamut display. And what's really nice here is that Apple is using color management, so we'll see how that works exactly. But if it takes an image that's meant for sRGB, it's going to map it properly. And what it means when it's mapped properly is it's just going to look like the regular iPhone. You shouldn't be able to tell the difference. So already I can feel that nice Taptic engine. Let's go ahead and set up Wi-Fi. Alright, so I put in the Wi-Fi password, got it set up a little bit, and I can see already that this is a bit cooler, quite a bit cooler than the whites that we have on the iPhone 7. Again, I'm going to take some time to look at that, measure it, tell you really what this all is quantified to. Now as for that cookie button down here, it doesn't quite feel like a button. It's similar to what I've been hearing. It kind of feels like the whole bottom part is actually clicking or vibrating. But again, I prefer these types of buttons. Let's see about the strength of this. To me, the 1 feels most pleasant. Like it's just barely there. Maybe it's more convincing of it being a real button click. 2 is something stronger. I can feel it in my hand. And 3, yeah, I can really feel that. I think I'm going to keep it at a 1. That's my preference. Yeah, that feels more just like a regular button to me. I decided to fire up a movie and see how those speakers sound, because now we've got stereo speakers, or at least one's a speaker here, and this is a front-firing speaker. And honestly, it feels a little bit wonky and off balance at first, because I can tell the sound's coming from here and then out the bottom. But if you're cupping it like this, and you give it some time, your brain seems to adjust to it. It's definitely a lot louder, which is nice. The effect is just a little bit weird, and I would have preferred just regular stereo front-firing speakers. But I'll take what I can get. It definitely does feel nice and snappy. You've still got your Force Touch, iOS 10 features. So I'm going to take some time to play around with this, play around with the cameras especially. I want to do some comparisons. I will be more excited, of course, when that new bokeh feature comes out. It's too bad that that did not come out with release. It kind of feels a little bit rushed to me when software isn't finished. I'd really be curious to hear what your guys' opinions are with this. For me, it's a nice upgrade. I think it's more of a nice upgrade from something like the iPhone 6, but if I have the 6S, I don't really know if I would upgrade unless I'm really needing that water resistancy, which is really great, of course, to have. But I know that most of us were excited for iPhone 8. Getting this, I kind of feel a little bit underwhelmed so far. These feelings of underwhelmment could possibly change, though, when I get the jet black model, which is supposed to be stunningly beautiful, although very fingerprinty and also scratches. This one should not scratch so easily, just like all the other matte-type aluminum finishes before. Although I have to wonder with that jet black version if we're going to be able to polish it at all to get rid of the appearance of those micro abrasions. So I'll keep an eye out for that. I'll make another unboxing when that comes in. This is all I want to say for now. So this has been Erica, the technology nerd, likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to ask all of your questions in the comment section below. Don't be shy, you guys. I really love it when you ask these questions, so that helps me pay attention for the full review. So please ask your questions. Let me know what you think of this, if you think it's a good and worthy upgrade. And have a good night. Oh, and if you are wanting to see more videos like this in the near future, please, when you subscribe, make sure to turn on the notifications, because otherwise we see that the videos get all nice and buried. Thanks, YouTube. Goodbye.